It's audio go live o'clock.
Yay!
As you do, you know. So, I'm going to do this early, like I did on Thursday, to make sure that I don't forget again. Thank you, phone. Very helpful. Okay, just getting the recap loaded here. There we go. Previously, Inu spends half an hour nearly dying from intermittent bouts of laughter because Bio has trouble pacing himself when he writes notes and posts. Once Inu finally remembers to put the game on screen, he then immediately begins pawning off all of the shit that's been clogging Shepard's inventory onto that one Solarian that Shepard ragdolled over a railing back when the colonists were going nuts. With their pockets now literally containing more money than God himself could ever use, and that poor Solarian merchant's business now probably ruined, Shepard goes around to speak to the surviving colonists to see if they have any free shit to give her that she doesn't need. With there in fact not being any free shit for Shepard to take, and with Willow being satisfied to know that the kind old lady and her husband made it out okay, Shepard and her crew finally leave this godforsaken colony after only making it a single step into the Normandy. Liara immediately propositioned Shepard for mind sex again under the pretense of helping Shepard sort out the new information she got from the Prothean cipher, when in reality she just wants to get some Prothean knowledge beamed into her head for once. With a very reluctant sigh, Shepard agrees to Liara's offer just to make her stop asking, and after finally getting her chance to learn about some Protheans, Liara immediately ends up getting knocked flat onto her ass for her troubles because Prothean data feedback just be a bitch like that. Once Shepard then takes a moment to troll the shit out of Liara via dialogue loops for having kept insisting on mind sex only to have learned nothing from it that Shepard hadn't already told everyone before, Joker calls up on the intercom to let Shepard know that the council is on the phone. Against her better judgment, Shepard actually accepts the call for once, just to immediately hang up less than 10 seconds into the conversation because the council is incapable of passing the don't be racist challenge. Joker found the turnaround speed from picking up the phone to hanging up mid-conversation to be hilarious, and he's correct. With her mood uplifted a bit from being able to hang up on those asshats for once, Shepard takes a trip down to the hangar bay to see what Geneva Convention violation aids she can buy with all the money she has now. After buying out the current rotation of point-and-click deletion tools, Shepard goes around handing out some shiny new equipment to everyone, including, begrudgingly, Ashley, who got handed a set of armor we found back on Novaria solely because literally no one else could wear it. Not that anyone would even want to, given that it was still coated in the spider guts we found it buried in. With the equipment sorted until the next trip to the Citadel, Shepard then begins her usual rounds of talking to everyone and starts with a quick bro-down with Garrus, where the two agree that the idea of nuking Saren from orbit is actually pretty rad. Ashley then unfortunately turns out to be next in proximity for reasons no one understands, feels that Shepard is the right person to ask to share a drink with her on Armistice Day, despite the fact that Shepard treats Ashley like shit on the regular. You know, on account of not really jiving with the constant unpromoted or unprompted racism towards Shepard's friends and all that. Shepard rather understandably has zero idea why Ashley thought this was a good idea, and then struggles to find a way to end the conversation in the least nice way possible when the game suddenly only gave her be nice to Ashley buttons to press. Rex. Shepard. So what's it like being a merc who's hired to kill his own people all the time? Sucks. Cool. Talk to you later then? Yep.
Sounds about right.
Willow, for the life of her, couldn't understand the obvious Resident Evil joke that Inu made over Tali's unlocking skills, and thus Inu spends the next several minutes explaining just how amazingly terrible the voices in RE1 were, while Willow poorly attempts to keep a straight face. Shepard then heads up to the med bay to have a very awkward conversation with Liara, wherein Willow struggles to find a way to ask Liara if Liara is okay without accidentally picking something that would send even more mixed signals her way.
I think I succeeded.
So, you doing alright after getting your brain mulched by all that Prothean data? I'm fine, Commander. How are you? I'm fine. Why does everyone keep asking if I'm fine? Why wouldn't I be fine? It's not like I constantly have horrible nightmares every night because of all the damn data that got spliced in my brain because of that stupid Prothean bacon. Don't be ridiculous! Stop asking if I'm fine! Do you want to talk about... Do you want to end up like Jong? Point taken, Commander. With the crew now talked to, Shepard nearly takes off for the Citadel to do some more shopping when she suddenly remembers that the guy she constantly hits on exists and heads back to the freeze pod zone to hit on Karth some more. Karth then goes on to talk about the time he accidentally spin-kicked the head off a drill instructor at the biotics boot camp he went to because the drill instructor was just far too much of a bastard even by drill instructor standards. The boot camp was subsequently shut down, but that was mostly to do with the plethora of completely unethical and also outright illegal shit they did there, and not so much to do with him killing that guy. Willow's head then nearly explodes as she desperately tries to parse out what options don't lead to Shepard being a dick to Karth over his backstory, so that she can end the conversation without lowering her social link rating with him. With the crew now successfully talked to without incident, Shepard sets off for real this time to the Citadel in order to do some shopping. Shepard then runs over to her favorite war crimes vendor with Karth and Garrus in tow to see what she can buy, only to become saddened to find he doesn't have any new armor to sell her. Her disappointment is quickly fixed not long after, however, when the local merchant Jellyfish happens to have the highest level damage increase for her Super Glock in stock. Did we actually apply that, by the way?
I don't know.
Struggling to think of what other vendors exist on the Citadel, Inu suddenly remembers that the aggressively French doctor lady is technically one of those, and heads over to her office just in time to overhear a phone conversation between her and the, obviously, Krogan blackmailer who's attempting to blackmail her for free medical supplies, as blackmailers are wont to do. Seeing as Garrus happened to be with her at the time, Shepard decides it'd be funny to make him have to help Dr. French lady out again, and decides to ask for further details about the attempted blackmailing. After agreeing to lend a hand, Shepard heads to the drop-off point that the blackmailer insisted on in the lower wards so that she can get this mess sorted out. Upon reaching the meeting point to find that one of the local merchants was being forced to act as the blackmailer's proxy, Shepard proceeds to scare the absolute shit out of him by talking in the most obviously cop-like way she could. As at this point, the now confirmed to be Krogan blackmailer from before shows up to ask what's going on and is quickly talked down with one of the weakest Paragon option arguments I've seen so far. I don't know who the hell you are, but if you don't bring me the medical supplies from the French lady, then I will get her clinic shut down. But what if you need to go there because you get a cold or something? Holy shit, you're right! How could I possibly be such a monster like this? Go tell the French lady she won't hear from me or my boss Baines again. With that loser Krogan having backed down from the smallest of prodding, Shepard tells Dr. French Lady that everybody gonna happy, and then heads off to tell Ludina about what happened on Ferroseed, because I guess she just felt like being angry today. This conversation goes about as well as you'd expect literally any conversation with Ludina to go, as Shepard then rotates 40 degrees to her right to forcibly ask Anderson how his day's been to preemptively cut off his attempt to inquire about Shepard's history exams. She then decides to ask Anderson if he happens to know anything about that Baines guy the Krogan blackmailer mentioned a few minutes ago, and Anderson immediately begins doing a series of verbal backflips in an obvious attempt to pretend he has no idea what she's talking about. Hey Anderson, you know anything about a guy named Baines? Where did you hear that name? Never mind, I don't want to know. It's definitely never heard of Armistead Baines before in my life. The man is dead, so don't ask me about him again. I didn't actually use his first name. And what do you mean he's dead? Damn it, got me again, Shepard. Well, if you're gonna be this insistent about it, then go ask Admiral Kahoku about him. He's the one who found Baines' body, so he'll know more than me. Ooh. What's the matter? He's usually in the Citadel Tower, so he should be pretty easy to find. Yeah, so about that. With talking to Kahoku very clearly not being a thing Shepard has the option of doing on account of Kahoku having been fed to giant spiders by Cerberus and all. Fucking Cerberus. She instead decides to cut her losses on this quest and goes to see if that Zabaleta guy has anything to say now that Shepard's mom told her about the fucked up shit Zabaleta's been through. Trying to ask Zabaleta about the fucked up shit he's been through doesn't really go anywhere, which is entirely reasonable considering. So despite every fiber of her being telling Shepard that she should be an asshole to this man for being rude to her, The right option to give in to her impulses and mock Zabaleta for this very legitimate mental health problems was, quote, "No one understands, wah," for reference. She instead calmly asks him to go to the VA to seek help for his PTSD like her mom wanted her to, which Zabaleta thankfully agreed to do. With nothing left for her to do on the Citadel now, Shepard heads off to see what else she can find to put off doing what the Council asked her to do on Vermeer, because anything that pisses those racist assholes off could only ever be a good thing. Having remembered reading about something Cerberus was doing in the Metano system, Shepard decides to go ahead and scope the Maroon Sea out since she hasn't been there before, and ends up finding an abandoned cargo ship floating around in the Caspian system in the process. Wondering why the abandoned ship doesn't even have a distress beacon blaring into space since she's so used to that being the norm, Shepard chooses to bring Tali and Liara along with her to figure out why their radio waves aren't being polluted with screams for help. Any questions about what happened on the ship is answered pretty much immediately, however, when the squad ends up getting swarmed by Geth Hanks seconds after setting foot in the ship. "All hostiles in the ship have been neutralized, Commander." "Good to know. Now let's hurry up and start looting this..." Rounds corner to reveal over a dozen more Geth Hanks. "Liara?" "Yes, Commander?" From now on, Tali's the one in charge of the radar. "Yes, Commander." Once all of the Hanks are actually killed, the squad are able to make their way up to the cockpit of the cargo ship, where they are able to figure out that the crew somehow ended up brainwashed from an old alien artifact they picked up and ended up flying right into Geth space, where they were subsequently Hankified and left behind as a warning. Tali then repeats this information several more times just to annoy Shepard, who subsequently decides she's had enough of someone using her own playbook on her and chooses to moonwalk her way back to the Normandy in protest. With the Caspian system successfully milked for all its available content, Shepard heads over to the neighboring Vostok system and makes what will probably be very unfortunate decision to take the Mako down for a ground mission on a greenery-covered planet named Notacrux. After taking a second to check the map for any nearby points of interest, Shepard begins to plan out their first destination just before a bunch of enemies appear on the Mako's radar. Approaching the enemy signals on the radar leads to the squad finding what seems to be a downed escape pod just over the next ridge that's seemingly swarming with Thorian spore creepers for some reason. Once the spore creepers are dealt with, Shepard and Tali both end up so preoccupied with wondering how they could have gotten here that both of them fail to notice a certain someone start up the Mako to drive towards their next destination. Having noticed far too late that Liara has now taken the wheel, Shepard attempts to stop her, are quickly thwarted when Liara yet again decides that the fastest path to every destination on this planet is a straight line directly over the mountains, which sends the formerly standing Shepard ragdolling around the inside of the Mako for the next several minutes straight. Hopefully Tali at least noticed quickly enough to buckle into her seat for as little as it helps. It's at this point, after seeing the Mako do far more mid-air rolling spins than it was ever intended to do, that Willow finally asks why every fucking greenery-covered planet in this game sucks so much to navigate, to which a clearly aggravated Inu angrily asks the same question in response. These angry inquiries are short-lived, for the moment at least, when Liara's awful attempt at tank-based parkour over the next mountain range lands the Mako right next to a new kind of alien wildlife that Inu and Willow are both utterly baffled by. Leaving the quadrupedal alien kangaroo fox anteater hybrids with frontal T-Rex arms, otherwise just known as the normal creature from the game Spore, alone without blowing them up, an incredibly rare feat given Shepard's hatred of wildlife, the Mako once again begins making its way towards the nearby science facility before being interrupted by a sudden 100-foot drop off the 90-degree cliff face that Liara was attempting to drive it up. With Shepard now busy reassuring a panicked Tali that she probably isn't going to end up dying today, Liara continues her mountaineering exploits until one last horrifically dangerous jump lands the Hexbug right outside the front door of the science facility they came to investigate. Quickly using the Mako's giant fucking cannon to safely clear away the spore creepers that were outside the lab, the squad then enter the lab to find that it's, unsurprisingly, also overrun with spore creepers on the inside. Inu begins to discuss the fact that Bio is probably going to have to start another goddamn bonus dungeon timer soon, because Bio's disdain for a completely unrelated dungeon from nearly 3 years ago is just that immense. Before he gets interrupted by Shepard happening across a group of survivors in the no longer Thorian creeper-infested lab. The leader of the group of scientists introduces herself as Dr. Ross, though the game still just labels all her dialogue as scientist, which I can't say is a good sign for her, and explains that she and her group have been trapped here for days now and were almost out of supplies before we got here. literally none of which Willow actually paid any attention to, much to her immediate panic. Shepard immediately cuts to the chase by asking why the fuck this place is full of Thorian creepers, and quickly answers Ross's own rebutting question of how Shepard knows what they are in the first place by stating that she's well aware of the fucked up shit Exogeny was up to on Pharos, because Shepard's the one who killed the fucking Thorian in the first place. With a quick sigh, Dr. Ross immediately drops the facade she was putting up and explains that the science lab she's in charge of here was part of an Exogeny experiment to purposefully create Thorian creepers, which, again, were once living people, in an attempt to make them into docile, obedient servants, or, in other words, they were essentially killing people by willingly injecting them with Thorian spores because Exogeny wanted to turn them all into a force of absolutely obedient slave zombies, which definitely lends credence to the things Elizabeth said she was afraid the company would do to her. Shepard, the master of bullshitting her way through conversations that she is, sees directly through Ross's naked attempt to bullshit her way out of taking responsibility for what happened to the many people who are dead because of her, and rather succinctly tells her that shit isn't gonna fly here. Look, I admit that what we did here was wrong, but it's over now, and it's not like I meant for anyone to die, so what sense is there in reporting this to the authorities? So, do I even need to point out the several dozen formerly human plant mutants that we had to vaporize just to make it to this room? You aren't worming your way out of this. Oh, please, just be reasonable for a second. Normally, Exogeny would have my back with their collection of super lawyers, but since they're busy with that mess on Pharos, how about you just take this emergency fund I've been saving for a situation like this and we call it a day? I mean, what good would it do anyone to put me in jail nowadays? Lady, at what point did I ever mention jail? I'm a specter. What exactly made you think that jail is where I was planning to send someone like you? Oh. Open fire! Open... Back. With the morally bankrupt Ross and her jobber goons subsequently killed so easily that even the game itself couldn't help but take a potshot at how pathetic they were via pop-up message, Shepard momentarily contemplates going back to finish exploring the planet, only to immediately veto that thought the second Liara decided she was going to try driving backwards up a mountain again to reach their next destination. Upon returning to the Normandy with a very disappointed Liara in tow, Shepard is momentarily surprised to have not gotten a call from the Alliance military again, before she realizes that Admiral Hackett is probably still salty about the time she called him out for being a manipulative asshole before. With the Vostok system now depleted of any value, Shepard decides to finally set a course for the Matanui system to deal with whatever dumb bullshit Cerberus was up to over there. Hey, it's Soupy! Once someone there takes a moment to ruin Shepard's excitement by informing her that the planet Supe is not, in fact, made of soup, she dejectedly decides to have the Normandy set a course for the neighboring planet of Chaska instead. Moments after setting down on planet Shasta, Shepard realizes the depth of her mistake upon seeing that she's chosen to drop the hexbug onto yet another greenery-covered mountain range. A gleeful Liara, of course, uses the opportunity to take the wheel while Shepard and Tali were too busy cursing God and, unsurprisingly, ramps the Mako off a mountain to get it stuck in a crevice in the span of about 5 seconds. Jesus, Inu, why do you keep choosing to do this every time we end up on one of those planets? Look, Willow, you find me the intended path and I will gladly take it. You know as well as I do that isn't true, Inu. Amidst the many spiraling nosedives that Liara makes the Mako take off the mountaintops of this planet, she eventually ends up literally landing the poor Hexbug and its crew right in front of a hanked colony outpost. Shepard decides that checking out the overrun colony would be a good break from the torture of Liara's driving, and much to her and Tali's immediate and immense horror, Liara chooses to make her way there by somehow finding a way to pull off an aerial barrel roll in a very much ground-based tank. It may surprise you to learn that tanks do not equal fighter jets. Shepard and Tali then take a moment to celebrate the ground being safely below their feet again upon exiting the Mako, only for the celebration to soon be cut short when the squad finds far too many red dots waiting for them inside the office building-shaped colony outpost. Man, you guys remember when we used to lose health? You mean, do you remember when you used to lose health? Yes, Tali and I are still harmed in battle quite often, as we lack your aptitude in utilizing advanced forms of barrier, Commander. Right, what Liara said. Though it's surprising you expect us to remember anything that happens during battle, since we both spend so much time unconscious because you won't let us use any Medigel to patch our wounds, Commander. Sorry, you two say something? I really couldn't catch anything over this loud whining sound I suddenly started hearing. With Inu sufficiently weirded out over this office building being full of real fake doors, and Willow trying her best to not think about why so many people seem to store weapons in sludge barrels, the squad make their way back to the Mako after picking the place clean of any valuables, and the session ends with Shepard beginning to look for the planet's next point of interest before she interrupts herself upon finally realizing how to manually vent the heatsink on her super Glock to massively overclock its damage for short periods of time. And that gets us caught up. So, Bio, fun story. I tried my damnedest to get Google Docs to actually let me view things in dark mode on this computer, on the laptop. And the laptop said nah. Because apparently Google Docs just does not have a dark mode, right, on PC. So I grabbed a bit of kit that should, theoretically, have let me force dark mode on everything. And it does, even on like completely unrelated sites that shouldn't have or need a dark mode, like my bank, for instance. But when I try to open Google Docs, most of it's in dark mode, but it leaves the page blazingly white, which still makes the green basically impossible to read on this computer. But the good news is, opening it up on any mobile version of Google Docs is totally legible, so I've just decided I'm going to read those on, either a phone or a tablet from now on, so that I can actually, read text.
Inu's becoming canon Byleth. He has an info tablet to hand now.
I mean, I've always had a tablet to hand.
I mean, yes, but now using one's actually a part of your streaming setup too. And yes, before anyone comments on it in chat, my voice is a little scratchy. Weather has been really inconsistent temperature-wise where we live lately. And anytime that happens and the seasons start to shift, I get very sinusy.
Where the hell are we? Targeting over there. We've been there. I think, is that where we... Yeah, okay, that's where we are.
We were
did the
going to
escape pod.
something.
We're going to this civilian structure before we go to that science facility, I think. Because I do remember pointing us in the direction we had to go. Just so I wouldn't forget.
And once again, there's a cleanly defined path who's not taking.
The aura is in control.
Cover me.
Cover you from what? See, I just make the green a different shade, but since there's no way to just set different colors as presets, I need to manually go through and select a different shade every time. Yeah, don't do that. I'll just read it in dark mode. Just as easy. Singularity over there.
Maybe explode that thing to the side before somebody shoots it while you're next to it.
Not that one.
Yes.
It wouldn't have done anything. I had my shield up.
So I heard somebody at work make the comparison this week that Bethesda's Starfield is basically them creating Mass Effect, like 2 decades later. I'm not quite sure how accurate of a comparison that is because I haven't picked up Starfield yet or watched any playthrough of it, but I could see Bethesda stealing a BioWare idea and trying to claim it as original content.
Well, you mean like Fallout?
Uh-huh.
I mean, technically, Fallout wasn't BioWare, it was Black Isle, I think, but...
The universe in this game has too many office buildings in general. Although I suppose every city has a ton of office buildings. More than you might realize.
Hey, another fake door, by the way. I saw some 10 stuff, but I didn't actually read what any of it was. Okay. Okay. We're stuck facing that direction. Violet! Violet! Alright. Just gonna moonwalk over here. Boy, Legendary Edition has some, has some bugs. Oh. Polonium rounds and sledgehammer rounds. Polaris and Gemini Amp 8. It's gotta be pretty good for somebody. Not any of us, but... maybe Carthicans can make good use of it? I don't know.
I mean, somebody probably can.
Bunch of garbage in there. And another fake door. Awesome. Well, so far it's needed at least 2 office buildings. No way to say that it doesn't need a third. Because, I mean, maybe the science facility is also an office building. Okay, we did put the scram rail in. Wanted to double check that. That is not a landing there. I thought that might be like a midpoint sort of platform that we'd be able to... Okay. How the hell do they expect us to get... Look at this! This is sheer cliff faces everywhere! Like, what's the intended path here?
I assume somewhere along the grass, and probably having to weave through way too many little side alleys.
That's not working. Wait, we just did a full loop. There is no path.
Huh.
Because that's the same building we just came out of. There is no path. Okay, seriously, the hell is the intended path? Well, I guess I gotta try to horse it here somehow. I'll try here to... No.
Let's see. Bio says that one is actually the building you started outside of. The one in the middle of the field was the one you were just inside of. You went backwards, basically.
The point is, we'd been around, like, I went around this whole structure. I might have gone a little farther than I thought, but I went around the whole structure. And there was no clean path anywhere. Oh, almost, come on! Come on! Damn it! That was almost it. Boost. There we go.
You just had to treat it like you were driving in snow. Reverse and go forward and rock back in place a bunch till you actually get traction.
Alright. Nothing? Nothing. There's... Ah! Anybody else? Anybody else want to try their luck? It looked like it might have been something for a second, but no.
Engaging target.
Aw, look at them doing ballet.
I was about to say, I was getting more synchronized swimming than ballet in terms of the vibes, but...
All clear.
Yes, all clear now. With it being all clear, is there any other loot in this room before we leave this room to go to wherever the next room is? Okay, there's a door. And it's like actually a real door. Not like one of those fakey doors that were in all the... See, there was a thing in here.
Good as new.
Uh-huh. Tell me, what is the point of this room? There's literally nothing in here.
Spooky ambiance.
No container, no person, just literally an empty room.
I'm gonna go with spooky ambiance and or something shows up in there later.
Crossfire. Kinetic coil, combat exoskeleton. Ooh, another biotic amp. Oh, malfunctioning object tucked in his back corner. Colonial Pioneer Team rarely consists of more than a few dozen specialists. Clear that none of them have survived. The Cerberus group has a lot to answer for here. Fucking Cerberus.
My understanding is Cerberus ruins everything, though. So...
Well, we're out of side quests. You know what that means.
Back to the Citadel to kill some time and hopefully acquire more side quests?
Precisely. And to check for more war crime guns. Obviously, we don't want to do Vermeer yet. Not when there's literally any other option on the table. After all, the council want us to go do Vermeer.
Yep.
And anything the council wants, I vehemently oppose as a matter of course. Also, fuck this mountain-laden green planet.
You really don't like the green planets.
They're just not fun to navigate. Alright, before we head to the Citadel, let's check in with our war crime vendor. See if he has any new war crimes for us.
Looking for supplies?
Not right now, thanks.
Okay.
No problem. Keep checking back.
Okay,
Looking for
I'm back.
supplies?
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Ooh. That's Predator. That's some good ass.
It is heavy armor, though.
I mean, yeah.
Which means there's exactly one person that can use it.
True story. Ooh. That's a level 10 Polaris biotic amp as well. I don't care about that. That's not the pistol that we give a shit about. We'll grab that. We're obviously gonna grab the Polaris. Hey, look, a war crime sniper rifle. And and shotgun, and assault rifle. Excellent. Alright, we'll be back in a second. Just gotta hand out some stuff. Liara, you have a war crime assault rifle and shotgun. Did we get a sniper? We didn't, right? Oh, we did. Oh, there you go. We'll round out your set.
Alright.
Tali, you have a sniper rifle. You have a pistol.
Imagine how much
You have a
more
shotgun.
terrifying our Tali would be if she also had our ridiculous shield powers.
Aha! Look at that. Tali is also rocking a full complement of war crime guns now. Excellent. Forgot to check something. Liara! Ah, yes, that Polaris 10 is a big upgrade over your Polaris 4.
Yeah.
There you go. Because, you know, it's not anywhere near as good as the stuff we're rocking. Yeah, not even slightly. Oh, you get Omni tools as well. Forgot about that. But I do quite like your logical arrest tool more than I like that blue wire tool, so. And your Savant is clearly way better than that blue wire tool. Alright, Rex. I don't think I have another war crime sniper rifle. I do not. Oops. I don't think I have another war crime pistol. I don't. I already have a war crime shotgun, so I need to give you one of those. Alright. Do we have a better... I mean, that Polaris 9 is just a straight upgrade over your Gemini 8.
I mean, mine as well. It is just a straight upgrade.
Yep. Okay. Garrus. Not gonna have anything better than the Colossus at the moment. Not unless I can get a better Colossus. No, we don't have a spare one of those. I think we do have a spare... Yes, we do have a spare war crime shotgun, so I'll just go ahead and slap that on you. You already have the sniper rifle. That is probably a worthy upgrade on you. It's like 1 point of tech cooldown gone, but you get better everything else. Carthagins! Yep, war crime assault rifle, great. No war crime shotgun at the moment, but take this avalanche, just for good measure. War crime pistol. Much better tech cooldown bonus on that chameleon tool, but eh. You can, however, have this Polaris amp. Much better than your Unity one. And last, and definitely least. Yeah, so the Predator is close to the Colossus. Better on shields, but like worse on everything else, basically. Unfortunate, but was worth investigating.
It looks like we do have quite a few options that would just be straight upgrades for her. On
Yeah,
weapons.
but like, who cares, really?
Well, we're not using them for anyone else.
You're right, we can sell them.
I mean, we could sell the stuff she's currently wearing, too, if we traded stuff out.
Yeah, but it wouldn't sell for as much. Because it's not as good.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Alright. I'm just sell, like, all the shit we're not currently using, basically. Though I would prefer for these to be by type, thank you. Oh, that's the buy menu.
Did you just buy a bunch of guns we didn't need?
Essentially. I really don't think it's gonna end up mattering though.
I was about to say, I doubt it matters at all.
Insofar as that by the time we got done selling guns alone, we're already in a very good position. We know we don't need any of this armor. Predator HX. The hell does that? Oh, that's a 9, okay. Yeah, we don't need any of that. Oh, we're capped. Oh, hold on to the rest of it. Back to the Normandy! Or back to the Citadel, rather. Technically, I think light Predator X armor would be best for Shepard since the hidden armor stat, the barrier, is boosted by his highest on it. But it doesn't look as nice as the Colossus. Good to know. I really feel like there should just be like a return to Citadel button.
There should. It would be so much faster. Phew! Who's coming? Let's see. It's the Citadel, and we haven't taken... Like, we're not really concerned about fighting. You know what would be amusing and it'll let us level the last two people we haven't leveled in a while? Let's bring Ashley into Rex at the same time. I'm sure that combination can't possibly go wrong.
Well, I mean, the game seems to think it's really great. Like, you're super balanced and everything.
equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding
XOXO, the
officer
Normandy.
is
Yep.
ashore. XO
XOXO,
Presley
the
has the
Normandy.
deck.
Alright.
Coming up in a report later today,
Usual
Emily
serial
Wong
run to check
investigates
vendors.
corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime
Also, don't
syndicate.
forget to level units.
Oh boy, 16 points of level ups for you, huh, Ashley? Now we've maxed out everything that's not guns. Well, I'll tell you what. Here, be like extremely good with assault rifles. And then like, I don't know, work on pistols or something, I guess. Rex! Take more points in warp? And we can finish warp. And take some extra points in throw. I don't feel like you need to be better at shotguns. Or assault rifles, considering you just want to be using shotguns.
Yeah.
Pardon me, Spectre, coming through.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what you got.
Hydra 10. Razor 10. Hydra 10 light armor. Which is... so look at how wildly inferior it is to the Colossus.
Oh, jeez.
Whoops. Hey.
Hello, Commander.
Show me what you got.
I'll open the
I was
red
taunting your armor, but like, get the hell out of here. Blue wire tool 10. Mercenary. Human armor. Scorpion. Well, you didn't really have anything of value for us, did you, buddy? Oh well. See you later. Excuse me, sir, you're standing in the way. Go hit up our Hanar buddy over on the Presidium. Oh, where's Mara at today? Sleeping?
I would assume. Although I think Mara's still visiting with their mom. So might be trying to
Commander,
avoid
It is good
loud
to see you again.
stream
Show me your items.
at
Oh, this one
inconvenient
is pleased to
hours
do so,
for Spain, I think is where Mara's mom is.
I believe that's accurate.
Commander.
Show me your items.
Oh, this one is...
Frictionless materials. That was the other piece.
Yes.
The Super Glock is now another Scram Rail 10. Start slapping that shit into one of Tali or Liara's guns. And an explosive, high explosive round. We should grab that for Rex. Or actually, we should probably slap that in Tali's shotgun in case Tali ever needs to use her shotgun for anything.
Yeah, I think that might be the smarter play, at least at first.
Thank you, Mr. Hanar. Hey, one more check. I would
Commander.
like to check
Show me your items.
your non-human armors.
Oh, this one is.
A Titan Torian, huh? $62, $285, $32. It's not even as good as the Colossus 7 light armor.
Oh, jeez.
Disgusting. Anyway, thank you for all the cool shit. Anyway, turnarounds. Yeah, we already had the scram rail. Time to get that upgraded frictionless materials, baby! Ah. Beautiful. Probably Tali, seeing as she actually has skills to boost her gun proficiencies, whereas Liara doesn't. Oh, for the pistol and the shotgun thing, yeah. That tracks. It does track. It does make sense to give it to Tali first. I mean, I'm sure Liara is gonna get them eventually. But all right, wards. Gotta hit the med clinic and the markets. Hey, Dr. French Lady, you got anything else for us in terms of, like, getting extorted by Krogans or something?
Probably not. I mean, we used the most persuasive logic ever with those Krogans. They wouldn't bother her again.
Yes, Commander. Is there something I can do for you?
Let me take a look at what you have for sale.
Supplies.
Of course.
Medical items. Garbage. Stupid Dr. French Lady. The wards. Markets.
Welcome back, EarthClan. Will you be needing supplies?
Show me what you got.
Most excellent. I am sure you will find something.
Oh, that's all trash. Let's go see Morlin.
Yes, human. You need something, yes?
Who's Baines?
What do you know about Baines?
I have never met him, human. I only worked with the one who spoke with the doctor.
Who's Baines?
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have. You will see.
More importantly, who the fuck is Liara's dad?
That is the million-dollar question.
Yes, human. You need something, yes?
Goodbye.
Yes, all right then. Good tidings to you, human. Yes, human. You need something,
Oh my
yes?
god.
Goodbye.
Game just keeps like
Yes, all
auto-selecting.
right
No.
then. Good tidings to you, human. Yes, human. You need something, yes?
Supplies. Thank you.
Let me see what you have.
Oh, you will be pleased, I think. Very good things I have.
Colossus 10 Krogan armor. Do we have that already? I don't remember. I'm gonna buy it
think we
just
do?
I'm gonna buy it just in case. Like, worst case scenario, we lose a little bit of money on it, but like at the same time, I don't want to take the chance that we don't have it already. We did. But wait, what? Hold on.
Why
Oh, was that medium Krogan armor? Okay.
Ah.
That's why
Okay.
it's slightly worse. Again, I didn't want to take the chance that we didn't have it. Like, we've got money coming out of our ass, so... I'd say being a Spectre pays well, but that's blatantly a lie. They haven't paid us shit.
No, pretty much everything we've gotten from, let's call it appropriating?
We've made our vast fortune by being a merchant of death. We're literally just an arms dealer.
I'm surprised you're willing to fight Krogan, Rex. I thought you would stand with your own.
Anyone who fights us is either stupid or on Saren's payroll. Killing the latter is business. Killing the former is a favor to the universe.
Rex is like the best.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
XOXO the Normandy.
Yep.
I'm not a huge fan of the fact that I can't draw my gun on the Normandy. Especially since I could at that one point earlier in the game.
Yeah.
Like the first time we got here, I could draw my gun. And accidentally chuck grenades at stuff. And nearly blow myself up.
But now the game assumes you know better.
I don't. Tali. Hi. I've got... some toys for you. Oh, wait. Oh, that's a problem.
What?
We can only put the scram rail in where the optics is.
Ooh.
So we'll give her the scram rail and the frictionless materials there. Shotgun. Have maximum high explosive rounds. And yeah, have a better scram rail for that as well. Because why not? And also have better combat optics in it, I guess. Yara. Still got another scram rail. We don't have any more kinetic. Yeah, we don't have any more of the frictionless materials, though. That does mean that we can take that scram rail and slot that in over here. Just to give her a little bit more... Wait, what? Can we not put the scram rail in this slot? Oh, I see what happened. There we go. Okay, sweet. Let's Excuse me, Mr. Warcrime Vendor. I need to sell you some stuff.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
I spent a little bit of money, so now I need to, like, burn it. Do not need Colossus 10, like, medium armor. Don't need these inferior combat exoskeletons. Look at all the combat optics. Hilarious.
Bio says you should always just dual slot scram rails on Liara to make up for her not having any gun proficiency skills, since Talia already has radar mods covered.
But Tali doesn't like. Does the one on her non-equipped shotgun count? Because she's not equipping the shotgun normally. She's normally got the pistol out. I mean, I'm not against just giving Liara more damage. Yeah, I had to take the one off her pistol. You don't have a choice, because... See, the thing about that is you can't put either of the scram rail or the frictionless materials in the first slot. Like, you can only put ammo modifications in there. So you need to use those two slots for the other stuff. So I'm not sure we can get away with not having that on Liara's pistol. Because that kind of leaves us blind, is the problem. Anyway, we're full of money again. Alright, well.
Plot.
Time to go to Vermeer.
Where inevitably they will question our status as a Spectre and be super disrespectful to us, despite the fact that we have the legal authority to essentially do whatever the fuck we want to them.
Well, you'd sure think, right? Anyway, Vermeer Ho. Or at least for now, the Vermeer system Ho. To the Sentry Omega cluster. And then the Hawk system, which appears to be the only system they're in.
At least for now.
I mean, we know Vermeer is where we're supposed to be going, so let's check everything else first. Helpful. Helpful. Really? Not even anything to survey here. A lush frontier world, ideal for colonization by carbon-based species. Well, down to the surface.
The usual's fine.
Commander, I'm reading a signal. Must be our Solarian infiltration team.
Check out those defense towers.
Drop the Mako. We'll go in hot and take him out.
I'll get you in underneath their radar, Commander. Got a clean drop, Commander.
Keeps the Normandy safe.
Stay out of range and continue evasive maneuvers until I bring those AA towers down.
I know the drill. Meet you at the camp once those towers are offline. Joke around.
Well, I bet this section is going to be a lot more trivial than they intended.
Probably.
Those... Angry? No. Just killed a random robot for no reason.
Robo crabs.
At least it wasn't a living creature.
Enu doesn't like them for some reason.
I don't know, I figured they were some kind of Geth construct or something.
I mean,
try to murder us.
To be fair, I kind of assumed the same thing.
Goodbye. Or are you just hiding behind a rock over here?
I think so.
I definitely feel like I originally saw more things shooting at us.
There it is.
Excuse me, kindly die.
It's really unnerving me that the little spider things are showing as reds on your map, even though they don't attack you.
They're not, though. There's a fucking Geth rocket drone over there. Little spider boys are most assuredly not showing as red. See ya. Boy, I bet this section was a lot more annoying in the original when you weren't just using Mako for everything.
I believe that.
Oh, look, Colossus. I do have a question about what's still alive back here.
I don't know.
Anything up there? Something is clearly still alive, and I'd like to know what so I can make it not alive. Oh, you know what? Hold on.
Yeah, I was about to say that this might be a park the Mako and go up the stairs situation.
Hi, buddy. Eat wall. That's better. Oh, not those little idiots.
Yeah, there's froggy fucks. Nice try with those little jackasses, but... I'm afraid it wasn't nice enough. Oh, those okay. Those annoying little red dots are gone. Sure has a Colossus over there. Or an armature, at least. Oh, that one is an armature. Excellent. And now it's dead.
that little offshoot over there does go nowhere. Good to know.
Yeah, but there might still be loot down it. I mean, we don't really need the money, but...
Go investigate the nothing. Like at best, it's an alternate path that leads us. Just an alternate path going the same place.
Hey, there's some free XP this way.
Well, we were gonna come this way anyways. It was a loop, you see. See, because we would have come around from this direction, basically. Over here getting stuck on tiny little pebbles. We're gonna make sure we wipe every goddamn gath off the face of this fucking planet. Not because you're Geth, but because you're working with Saren.
I was about to say, didn't we let the super dangerous fantasy space spiders go?
No, you let the super dangerous fantasy space spiders go.
Find a way to disable their artillery.
Left your foot exposed, moron. Alright. Time to head up.
We must find a way to disable their artillery.
Yeah, I understand. Thank you, Liara. Working on it. Couldn't even see that guy. Sort of fired in the direction of things that were firing at me. As you do.
I was about to say, that sounds like a perfectly valid tactic to me.
AA gunpowder controls. Well, I mean, disable.
I'm reading that the grid is down, Commander. On approach to the Solarian base now. Out.
Ready to move on your word, Shepard.
Oh, she just sounded way more robotic than I've ever really heard her.
Like, sometimes her, like, you know, voice modulator just does that. It's fine. I feel like there was supposed to be something to open those doors up there, but, like, I didn't notice anything.
Well, I I'd really noticed were the things you looted. Are there maybe computer terminals somewhere?
Ah, there it is. It's hiding on the side of the room. Oh, there was a secure weapons locker there, though. Yep, there was a way to open that gate. That tracks. Oh, nice get dropship. Now, if you're quite finished being a pain in the ass. You guys vaporized a guy over here. Good job. No extra special stuff back there. Okay, just wanted to check and make sure real quick that you ladies were still using the pistols. Whoa! Hi there, buddy!
That was the final gate. Our path to the Solarian camp should be clear from here.
That guy had some heckin' balls on him. Pretty sure that rocket also clocked us square in the face.
I believe so, yes.
And appears to have done approximately nothing.
Well, we are famously practically immortal.
Yeah, but only while our miracle shield is up. As soon as that goes down, we are quite squishy.
Commander, Normandy's touched down at the base, but it looks like we're grounded. The Solarian captain can explain when you get here.
There is the Solarian camp.
So what are we supposed to do now?
Stay put until we can come up with a plan.
What's going on?
Are you in charge here? What's the situation?
I'm Captain Kirahi, 3rd Infiltration Regiment STG. You and your crew have just landed in the middle of a hot zone. Every AA gun within 10 miles has been alerted to your presence.
Okay, so now what?
What are we supposed to do in the meantime?
We stay put until the Council sends the reinforcements we requested.
We are the reinforcements.
What? You're all they sent? I told the Council to send a fleet.
Yeah, they're not coming.
We couldn't understand your transmission. They sent me to investigate.
That is a repetition of our task. I lost half my men investigating this place.
So what have you found?
Saren's base of operations. He set up a research facility here, but it's crawling with Geth and very well fortified.
Saren?
Is he here? Have you seen him?
No, but his Geth are everywhere, and we've intercepted some comms referring to Saren. This is his facility, there's no doubt about that.
And what's he doing?
What's Saren researching?
He's using the facility to breed an army of Krogan.
How is that possible?
Apparently, Saren has discovered a cure for the genophage.
I mean, we know what the genophage is, so things just got worse.
The Geth are bad enough, but a Krogan army. He'd be almost unstoppable.
Exactly my thoughts. We must ensure that this facility and its secrets are destroyed.
Destroyed? I don't think so. Our people are dying. This cure can save them.
If that cure leaves this planet, the Krogan will become unstoppable. We can't make the same mistake again.
We are not a mistake.
Is he going to be a problem? We already have enough angry Krogan to deal with.
It's fine.
He'll be fine. I'll talk to him.
I'd appreciate that, Commander. My men and I need to rethink our plan of attack. Can you give us some time?
That's fine.
Go ahead, Captain. I'll come back soon.
We won't be long, Commander. In the meantime, if you need any supplies, you can talk to Commander Rentola. He's in one of the tents nearby.
Looks like things are a bit of a mess.
Yeah. I wouldn't be so worried if it wasn't for Rex. It looks like he's gonna blow a gasket.
Rex? Why are you worried about him?
You think I should go talk to him?
It wouldn't hurt. Well, it might actually. Just do it carefully.
Let's see. I'm not scared of Rex. He's our friend.
Rex doesn't worry me. He'll fall in line.
If you say so. But I'm gonna keep my eye on him, if it's all the same to you.
Sorry, Kirahi, I super do not want to talk to you right now. Can't interact with that because we don't have Tali at the moment. Did he not say that the guy with the shop was in one of the nearby tents?
He did.
There we go.
Greetings, human. I am Commander Rentola. I can provide you with supplies for the upcoming mission. For anything else, I suggest you speak with Captain Kirahi.
Can you show me the supplies?
Let me see what you have.
What little there is.
That's what we were looking for, was a license. Anyway, thanks, buddy. We should probably go check in on Rex.
This isn't right, Shepard. If there's a cure for the genophage, we can't destroy it.
Rex, I understand.
Calm down, Rex. I'm not the enemy here. Saren's the one you should be mad at.
Really? Saren created a cure for my people. You want to destroy it. Help me out here, Shepard. The lines between friend and foe are getting a little blurry from where I stand.
You know it's not that simple.
This isn't a cure, it's a weapon, and if Saren is allowed to use it, you won't be around to reap the benefits. None of us will.
That's a chance we should be willing to take. This is the fate of my entire people we're talking about. I've been loyal to you so far. Hell, you did more for me than my family ever did. But if I'm going to keep following you, I need to know we're doing it for the right reasons.
I wouldn't be doing this otherwise.
Rex, these Krogan are not your people. They're slaves of Saren, tools. Is that what you want for them?
No, we were tools for the Council once. Thank us for wiping out the Rachni. They neutered us all. I doubt Saren will be as generous. All right, Shepard. You've made your point. I don't like this, but I trust you enough to follow your
Although,
lead.
ironically, I actually agree with
When we
Rex on
find
this.
Saren, I want his head.
There wasn't a I agree with you, let's get that cure for your people option, so...
Yeah. But you did successfully navigate a minefield. Because, as I'm sure Bio pointed out...
I don't know, I wasn't looking at chat because I had a feeling that was a key conversation.
Good job, Willie. You've managed to avoid the thing you would have been very heavily judged for letting happen. Yeah. That's one of those, BioWare... Hey! Are you keeping the companion or are you killing him on the spot? Sort of choices.
Yeah, kind of had a feeling. And I've been avoiding chat at least a little bit because I do know at some point, and I can't remember if it's this planet or later on, but I did have something spoiled for me that at one point you basically have a choice between sending Karth to do something and sending Ashley, and that got spoiled for me by accident.
Yeah.
So I was worried we were coming up on that when I saw them inserting themselves into cutscenes when they weren't with us.
Well, it is on this planet. That is certainly the case. This is the planet.
Yeah, I did have the fact that that's a thing spoiled.
I think it's technically possible to get down to, like, I believe somebody looked into this at one point, and it's possible to literally be stuck with 2 companions. Because you have the option of never picking up Garrus or just refusing to let him come along. You can kill Rex here. As you had spoiled, one of the 2 humans is dead.
By the end of the planet, yep.
You can refuse to let Liara come along. And you can refuse to let Tali come along. So you can kind of be... Oh, no, Liara has to come, I think. You can be stuck with Liara and one of the humans. Like, that's the minimum. Well, anyway, Kirrahe.
Thank you for speaking with the Krogan. The assault on Saren's base will be difficult enough as it is.
Assault?
I assume that means you've come up with a plan.
Of sorts. We can convert our ship's drive system into a 20-kiloton ordnance. Crude, but effective.
Nice. Drop that nuke from orbit, and Saren can kiss his Turian ass goodbye.
Oh yeah. Also, if
Unfortunately,
it took
the
too
facility
long
is
to
too
calm
well
Rex down,
fortified for
Ashley
that.
would have just walked
We'll
over
need to
and
place the
shot
bomb
him
at a
dead on the
precise
spot.
location.
Jesus.
Because she's a fucking racist.
Where?
Where do we take the nuke? And how do we get there?
The bomb must be taken to the far side of the facility. Your ship can drop it off, but we'll need to infiltrate the base, disable the AA guns, and pacify any ground forces first.
You want us to go in on foot? We don't have enough men.
Sounds risky.
We won't be able to meet their force head on.
Definitely not. But I think we can work around that. I'm going to divide my men into 3 teams and hit the front of the facility. While we've got their attention, you can sneak your shadow team in the back.
Sounds to me like you'll all be killed.
It's a good idea, but your people are gonna get slaughtered.
We're tougher than we look, Commander. But it's true. I don't expect many of us will make it out alive. And that makes what I'm going to ask even more difficult. I need one of your men to accompany me, to help coordinate the teams.
Bold request.
You expect me to commit one of my people to your command?
We are all soldiers by trade. If your people are not prepared to face such a risk, would you really want them by your side?
He's right, Commander. We can't do this without both teams at their best. I volunteer.
Not so fast, LT. Commander Shepard will need you to arm the nuke. I'll go with the Solarians.
With all due respect, Gunnery Chief, it's not your place to decide.
Why is it that whenever someone says, with all due respect, they really mean kiss my ass?
If you try to call her out on doing that when you told her not to, she basically says, I mean, he was a big angry Krogan. I wasn't gonna not shoot him.
Yeah.
From what I recall, this is not the point.
That's what I'm trying to remember from the thing I stopped reading as soon as I realized I was spoiling something. I'd take Ashley anyway.
Williams, you'll accompany the captain. No heroics, understood?
Aye, aye, Commander.
I will have the ordnance loaded onto the Normandy and brief your crew on its detonation sequence. Do you have any questions before we go, Commander?
Investigate. Solarian exit plan.
The Normandy's picking me up. How will your teams escape the blast?
We will engage the Geth as long as possible. Once the bomb is in place, we will fall back to try and escape the blast radius. If we move quickly, we should be able to escape with acceptable casualties. If not, then our memories will live on as martyrs to a greater cause.
Sounds dangerous.
You talk like this is a suicide mission.
I won't lie to you, Commander. There is a chance none of us will survive this assault, even your team. But we do what is necessary.
Investigate. Other teams?
Shadow seems clear enough. What would the other teams be called?
Aegor, Manavai, and Jaeto. They were the initial settlements on our first 3 colony worlds. They are at the heart of Solarian territory to this day. These names will remind my men what they are fighting for. They must have a personal stake in the fight if we are to have any chance of success.
I don't really need the recap. The nuke.
I want to know more about the bomb. How reliable is it going to be?
Its reliability depends on the person arming it, but it will do the job. The drive system is highly impervious to damage from external sources. Once it has been armed, very little can stop it. The key is getting it into place and armed before the Geth can stop us.
Alright, I guess I'm ready.
Let's do this.
Excellent. Then if you'll excuse me, I need to prepare my men.
Well, this is it. Don't do anything stupid while I'm gone, LT. You too, Commander.
We'll be fine. You'll see.
Yeah, good luck.
What is it?
Is there something you want to say, Chief?
I don't know. It's just weird, going under someone else's command. I've got used to working with you. All of you.
Don't worry. We'll see you on the other side.
I know. It's been an honor serving with you, Commander.
Honestly, let's kick ass.
Whatever happens, everyone just keep shooting. We go in hard, hit them harder, and we'll be the only damn thing that comes out the other side.
You bet, Commander.
You all know the mission and what is at stake. I have
Especially
come to
like
trust
sticking
each of you with
Ashley
my
under
life.
the command
But
of
I've
this
also heard
alien.
murmurs of discontent.
Also, yes.
Share your concerns. We are trained for espionage. We would be legends, but the records are sealed. Glorying in battle is not our way. Think of our heroes. A silent step who defeated a nation with a single shot. Or the ever-alert who kept armies at bay with hidden facts. These giants do not seem to give us solace here, but they are not all that we are. Before the network, there was the fleet. Before diplomacy, there were soldiers. Our influence stopped Arachni, but before that, we held the line. Our influence stopped the Krogan, but before that, we held the line. Our influence will stop Saren. In the battle today, we will hold the line. Good luck, Commander. I hope we will meet again. Com check. Do you read me, Commander?
Affirmative.
Loud and clear.
Good. We'll start our push. We'll try to make it to the AA guns, but it might be up to you to finish the job. And Commander, if you see any way to undermine their defenses, we could definitely use the help.
There's a comm tower up there.
Shadow is on the ground. Repeat, Shadow is on the ground. Williams, with the core team. Manovai, Deato teams, move. Time to get some attention.
Manovai is under coordinated crossfire. Check for long-range turrets helping the Geth target.
I like how the Solarian groups all get really meaningful names and they just give us one of the most generic names they possibly could. Also, yes, why did everyone else from the ship come down here without their better armor on? Get communication disrupted. That's gotta be useful for Kirahi and friends, right? Surely.
Something scrambled. They're targeting. We've got a shot. Chief Williams, take the heat off Manovai. strikes. Dieto, watch for comm stations. William, can you see anything?
Duck down here and make sure that there weren't any. Although it looks like Tali was kind of single-handedly clearing that path. Oh no, I guess Liara is. Was Liara with us or was Liara? Oh, Liara was back with us. Okay. Tali was in fact single-handedly clearing that path. Oh, hey, Krogan. Nice. Go to space, Mr. Krogan. Oh, he came back down. That was a forced save. In case you were curious, I did not do that one. That was the game. Interesting. It's not a thing we can... I guess if you want us to go this way then? Yeah, okay.
We're getting pounded. Bunker up before the aircraft return.
Oh, hello, Mr. Krogan. How are you? Push. Okay, you didn't care about push. Lift. Done. Boy, sucks to be you, don't it?
They used to be so scary.
Yep. Welcome to being ridiculously overpowered. As is tradition in any RPG, to get to a point where your damage is just absolutely outrageous. Oh, Tali, you don't need to hide behind boxes. You just run at them. Like, what are they gonna do about it?
She doesn't have our infinity shield.
Oh, that got bad too. I don't know if killing literally every single one of these guys makes any sort of difference for Curie and his people, but fuck it.
Before they return to attack the other teams.
Cat's flyers destroyed. Well, that sounds like a good thing. Makes me glad that I'm just kind of like... Did we do anything at the satellite uplink tower?
I don't know.
I don't remember if we actually, like, activated a thing there or not. That concerns me. Just gonna double back to it.
Well, I think that last thing with the flyers was the first time we got a pat on the back. Good job.
No, we got a thing when we broke the, up here.
Oh, did we?
Yeah. It, like, we turned off the Geth communications and it was like, oh, hey, the Geth communications are offline. Okay. Where are we actually? Okay, I see. Is it? Oop, that's the wrong one. Yep. This way. And then down. Yeah, okay. I don't know that I saw anything to do here. Okay, then that's an aid station. Satellite uplink. Aha!
Hey! That looks like doing a thing.
That's better. I feel better about the fact that we did a thing here now. Like I said, I don't have the slightest idea if that makes any kind of a difference in the long run, but... I do know it's possible to influence whether or not Kirahi and his team live this mission.
I mean, obviously we want them to live if we can manage it.
Yep. I mean, our person is not endangered regardless at this point.
We think.
No, I know this. We've not hit the choose who... We've not hit the pick the color of your explosion yet. Like...
Air threat has not materialized. We may be getting some help from Shadow.
That Krogan thought he was a threat. Oh, does that Krogan think he's a threat? Oh, he does. How cute. Space. Goodbye! Good job ramming yourself into a wall, moron. Stupid Krogan.
Shadow team must be getting close. Hold the line, men. Hold the line.
No, not there. Ah. So that is definitely where we're supposed to be going, probably. Is it? Yes. Make sure we've not missed anything out here before we commit to going in there. I'm not gonna lie, I don't see a facility entrance here. I like it.
No, I don't either. Hidden door that's actually... Wait, what are those shields blocking?
Nothing. They're was at one point enemies behind them, but they died. Security console. Access base security.
We've got access to base security. We can cut the alarms from here. Maybe even trigger alarms on the far side of the base. It'll clear the guards out for us, but they might be too much for the Solarian teams to handle.
They've got enough trouble.
Just disable the alarms. We can handle any guards inside.
Mr. Death. Well, you all fell down. Pathetic. How do you like the ceiling? Just in case you somehow managed to miss that you've just been killing a bunch of Solarians. Tee. Well, so far so good, I think. Sorry, intel report. Sure, why not? Codex entry.
Hello? Is someone out there?
What's in the cages down there?
Solarians, it looks like. No way to get down there? Nope. It doesn't look like it.
Well, theoretically, we can shoot the things to set them free, right? I could have sworn I saw reticles at one point over the things. Yeah. You see what I mean, though, right?
Oh, yeah. I also don't see any way for us to get down there.
What was that noise? What's going on?
There's no way to get there from here.
Who's there? Can anyone hear me?
I can, but I can't do anything about it, I'm afraid.
Give a little ground, Williams. We don't want them to bunker up. Draw them out.
God, we're stuck in Moonwalk Town again. Where did we come from? Detention cells. Aha! It's got to be what we're after. Yes. Excellent.
Well, you're not a Gag, and you're not wearing a lab coat. I guess I'm glad to see you. Lieutenant Gonto Imnes of the 3rd Infiltration Regiment, captured during recon. I assume the fleet was called in to destroy the base?
Yeah, I'm really all you get. I'm sorry.
Transmission wasn't clear. Fleet's not coming.
I see. Then you must be the infiltration team. I know the captain. He will want this facility destroyed. My team was altered, indoctrinated. He knew about the breeding grounds. But the indoctrination is a greater threat, and far more horrifying. I watched good people reduced to mindless husks. There wasn't anything left. Others died during the experiments. I envy them.
Tell me about the research.
Do you know anything about the experiments they were conducting?
They were studying indoctrination. Symptoms, progress. Saren uses it to control his people, but I don't think he fully understands it. I don't know much else. I just saw what it did to the others. Turned them into empty husks.
You're
I can't end up
mispronouncing
like that.
Hanks.
Please, let me out.
I'm gonna regret this later. I'll let you out.
I'm opening your cell, but then you're on your own.
Don't look back and hope to outrun the blast, hmm? A better chance than I had before you showed up. Thank you, human. And good luck. You'll need it.
These look docile. Their minds are gone.
What drove Saren to this? It is cruel beyond measure.
Let's see. Honestly, probably safer to keep them here for now.
Reminder that we are going to nuke this entire place.
Fair.
Leave them. Let's get moving.
It's safest, but I would prefer they be put out of their misery.
What do you want? I told you everything. Who are you? Alliance, right? I knew someone would come. It tried to break me, but it couldn't. I shut it out.
Shut what out? Are you okay?
Slow down. I need to know where you came from.
Private Mano Savat of the 3rd Infiltration Regiment STG, man. Captured while on reconnaissance 6 days ago. Glad to answer, man. Never any questions from these bastards. Just whispers and poking and cunning. I said anything to get out and get some payback. That's not too much to ask, is it? A little payback?
What happened?
What did they do to you, soldier?
Experiments, but I don't know what for. The effect of incessant whispering on my shortening temper? Who knows? I just need out.
Something's not right here, Shepard.
You're right.
Setting him free could endanger the mission.
No. No! I need to get out. This room is too small and it keeps talking and I really want to get out of here and get some work done. I need to get out. Let me out.
Sorry, I trust my companions. Can't risk it.
I can't take that chance.
Can't take that chance. No chance. I need to do what it says. I have to. Let me out. Let me out! Let me out! Let me out!
Well, anyway.
Well, that was interesting. Because that deranged laughter isn't creepy at all.
No, obviously not.
Oh look, more Hanks and scientists.
Where are the guards? Where is Sarah?
And an angry Krogan?
No. Stay back. This is important. This is the glorious salvation of my species. You will not destroy the work we have started.
I'm sorry, the game tells me I have to. Morally, I agree with you. But the game says I'm not allowed to agree with you, so... You know.
Upgrade kit somewhere. Oh, there it is. An angry scientist, Krogan. Yeah, try figuring that out. We can't just, like, I don't know, conveniently appropriate the cure for the genophage while we happen to be here anyway? No?
Like, that would make sense to me.
Just gonna not do that? I mean, yeah, we're gonna blow this place to high heaven, but that doesn't mean we have to let the research die too.
Right. Like, that's the bit that upsets me here.
Just yeet that guy over the railing. I do love yeeting people out of bounds.
Don't shoot! Please, I just want to get out of here before it's too late.
And you are whom?
Let's hear it. Who are you and what do you want?
Ranathan Noctis, neurospecialist. But this job isn't worth dying over, or worse. You think the indoctrination only affects prisoners? Sooner or later, Saren will want to dissect my brain too.
What are you talking about?
I thought this was a breeding facility.
Not this level. We're studying Sovereign's effect on organic minds. At least that's what I assumed. Saren kept us in the dark as much as possible.
You helped him and you do not even know why?
I didn't have the option of negotiating. This position is a little more permanent than I had expected. But I can help you. This elevator behind me goes to Saren's private lab. I can get you in. See? Full access. All of Saren's private files. Are we good? Can I go?
Tell me about your research.
What were you studying here?
It's that ship, Sovereign. It emits some kind of signal. Undetectable, but it's there. I've seen the effects. Saren uses it to influence his followers, to control them. It's called indoctrination. Direct exposure to the signal turns you into a mindless slave, like the Solarian test subjects. But there's collateral damage, too.
Investigate. Collateral damage.
What do you mean by collateral damage?
Sovereign's signal is too strong. Spend too much time near the ship and you feel it, like a tingle at the back of the skull. It's like a whisper you can't quite hear. You're compelled to do things, but you don't know why. You just obey. Eventually, you just stop thinking for yourself. It happens to everyone at the facility. My first test subject was the man I replaced. Now I just want to get out of here before it happens to me.
Investigate. Saren's interest.
Why is Saren researching this? Isn't he the one controlling it?
The signal comes from the ship. It makes us obey Saren, but I don't think he controls it. Not exactly. I think he's scared it might be affecting him. Indoctrination is subtle. By the time the effects become noticeable, it's usually too late.
Investigate. And Sovereign's signal.
Tell me more about this signal.
Signal's not exactly the right word. There's some kind of energy field emanating from the ship. It changes thought patterns. Over time, days, maybe a week, it weakens your will. You become easier to manipulate and control, but it's a degenerative condition. There's a balance between control and usefulness. The less freedom a subject maintains, the less capable it becomes.
No, that's everything. Return. Get out.
I'm gonna blow this place to hell and gone. If you want to make it out alive, you better start running.
What? You can't. But I'll never. Ah!
I believe you enjoyed that, Shepard.
Yes. Thank you for noticing, Tali. Boy, that seems like a giant workplace safety hazard right there, don't it?
It does. A little bit.
OSHA would not be happy.
No.
Shepard, look over here. It's another beacon, like the one on Eden Prime.
Hey, more bacon. More trauma-inducing breakfast? Yes, please.
At least it didn't explode this time.
I get the feeling something bad is about to happen.
You are not Saren.
What is that? Some kind of VI interface?
Rudimentary creatures of blood and flesh. You touch my mind, fumbling in ignorance, incapable of understanding.
I do not think this is a VI.
There is a realm of existence so far beyond your own, you cannot even imagine it. I am beyond your comprehension. I am sovereign.
Yeah, and
As
didn't
in-
explode for once. And even better, Liara still didn't have any of that ancient knowledge either.
As in the ship?
Sovereign isn't just some Reaper ship Saren found. It's an actual Reaper.
Reaper, a label created by the Protheans to give voice to their destruction. In the end, what they chose to call us is irrelevant. We simply are.
The Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago. You could not have been there. It's impossible.
Organic life is nothing but a genetic mutation. An accident. Your lives are measured in years and decades. You wither and die.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Are eternal. The pinnacle of evolution and existence. Before us, you are nothing. Your extinction is inevitable. We are the end of everything.
I'm not alone.
There is an entire galaxy of races united and ready to face you.
Confidence born of ignorance. The cycle cannot be broken.
Cycle? What cycle?
The pattern has repeated itself more times than you can fathom. Organic civilizations rise, evolve, advance, and at the apex of their glory, they are extinguished. The Protheans were not the first. They did not create the Citadel. They did not forge the mass relays. They merely found them. The legacy of my kind.
I don't understand.
All that shit that everyone keeps saying the Protheans did? Reapers.
Interesting.
So you know that bit, there was a line very early on when we were at the Citadel where somebody was talking about, like, you know, we could be standing in some kind of, like, you know, ancient alien creation and nobody would even know it.
Uh-huh.
Sure enough, they were standing in a Reaper construct and had no idea.
Interesting.
Mass relays? Reapers. Citadel? Reapers.
So we're kind of screwed.
Why would you construct the mass relays, then leave them for someone else to find?
Your civilization is based on the technology of the mass relays. Our technology. By using it, your society develops along the paths we desire. We impose order on the chaos of organic evolution. You exist because we allow it, and you will end because we demand it.
They are harvesting us, letting us advance to the level they need, then wiping us out.
Why, though?
What do you want from us? Slaves? Resources?
My kind transcends your very understanding. We are each a nation, independent, free of all weakness. You cannot even grasp the nature of our existence.
Who created you?
What? But the Protheans died 50,000 years ago. You couldn't have been there. That's impossible. Liara, you're talking to a giant robot shrimp. The fuck do you mean impossible?
Yeah, fair.
Where did you come from? Who built you?
We have no beginning. We have no end. We are infinite. Millions of years after your civilization has been eradicated and forgotten, we will endure.
Are there more of you?
Where are the rest of the Reapers? Are you the last of your kind?
We are Legion. The time of our return is coming. Our numbers will darken the sky of every world. You cannot.
So they're anonymous. We'll stop you.
You're not even alive. Not really. You're just a machine, and machines can be broken.
Your words are as empty as your future. I am the vanguard of your destruction. This exchange is over.
Commander, we got trouble.
Let's hear it.
Hit me, Joker.
That ship Sovereign, it's moving. I don't know what you did down there, but that thing just pulled a turn that would shear any of our ships in half. It's coming your way and it's coming hard. You need to wrap things up in there fast.
This console is no longer functioning. Ideas, Commander Shepard?
Panic? Honestly, let's go set the nuke.
Wow, Shepard. All that talk about how shit the Quarians were for killing the living machines they made, and now you say machines aren't people, so you can fuck off for all I care.
We'll head for the breeding facility. Time to blow this place to hell.
Right, Commander. I'll meet you there. Joke around.
Okay, but where do go? Because that just goes back where we came from.
I don't know. They don't honestly expect us to run all the way out the way we came, do they?
I very much doubt it.
Like Bethesda back door, question mark?
Ah, I think we can go down there now where we previously were not able to. Oh! Hello, Mr. Get Destroyer. How are you? Go to space. And then get launched. I missed. He's gonna try to launch you over that building and out of bounds.
Turning from your position, Jayato. Looks like Shadow picked a sensitive spot. Williams, head them off. Hold them.
Oh, that's not good.
Aw, what a cute Krogan. He thought he was a threat. Well, you have to wonder how tough some of this would be if we weren't immune to basically everything.
Oh, yeah. I'd imagine this would be much, much harder. Why is it suddenly so quiet? I don't trust that.
Alright, so you're saying that it's quiet?
Yes, I am.
Too quiet?
Yep. Sure am.
Oops, didn't mean to put my gun away. Jumpy little bastards. You know, I want a friendly death. You know, like how you get friendly super mutants in Fallout, or like... I guess you didn't play New Vegas, or 3. So you wouldn't have contacts for the friendly super mutants, but...
Yes, I do. Strong.
Oh, that's right. I forgot that he...
Existed?
Existed, yeah. Turret controls. Well, let's just go and turn those off. Hope that helps, Kirahi. Oh, hello. Where'd you idiots come from? Go away.
Good work on the gun, Shadow Team. Now it's our turn.
Quite literally, the only reason you haven't died several dozen times over by now is because you chose to become immortal instead of slightly better at the things you already did well as is. Strong the Goku, yes, easily the weakest super mutant friend, since he isn't your kind old grandma or a super genius who lets you die from rad poisoning for literally no reason. They fixed that in Broken Steel. Boy, the floor ate those Geth corpses real quick.
Yeah. Are you sure they don't just play by, like, demon and devils killed on the Prime Material Pathfinder, Plane Pathfinder rules, where their body just dissolves to return to the ether from which it came?
I mean, that would make sense had their body not been hanging out there until we closed the elevator doors.
That's it. We need to clear the Geth and set those charges.
Game is telling me there's a Geth stalker that I'm pointing at. Found it! Let's just throw a random singularity in that direction and see if I can catch it. Really? Just two little Geth boys.
Charges set.
That big hallway, two little Geth.
That seems like not enough.
Supremely seemed like not enough. They accomplished nothing.
All right. Nice work. That's one less thing to worry about. Commander, I'm bringing us in. I'll get as close to the site as I can.
You do that, Joker. You do that. Oh. Hey, Joker. Got the nuke.
Bomb is in position. We're all set here.
Commander, can you read me?
Where are you?
The nuke is almost ready. Get to the rendezvous point, Williams.
Negative, Commander. The Geth have us pinned down on the AA tower. We've taken heavy casualties. We'll never make the rendezvous point in time.
I'll send reinforcements.
Hold tight. We're coming to get you.
Negative! Just make sure that nuke is set! We'll hold them as long as we...
It's okay, Commander. I need a couple of minutes to finish arming the bomb. Go get them and meet me back here.
Let's go.
Up to the AA tower. Move!
I don't love the idea of leaving him alone with a nuclear bomb.
Just because he's a little bit, you know... Oh, okay, bye, Normandy. I'm not clear on where precisely we're meant to be going. Because that's where we came in through, right? Is it there?
I think.
So, like, we should be going... Yeah, I think we're going out there, but there doesn't seem to be any way to do that. Okay. It was hidden behind a... Whoop! Excuse you. Aw, look at the several Krogans. Including a warlord. Cute. Aw, look, you think you're a threat. Away! Goodbye! Stupid Krogan. I mean, that one did manage to run up and punch me through my shield. So that was nice of them. Yeah, they fixed it by making it so you literally just say, dude, you're immune to radiation, and having the super genius go, oh, can't believe I literally almost told you to go die there. Still fixed.
Hey, progress in the correct direction is progress in the correct direction.
Unless it's not.
It appears the Geth have sent reinforcements.
Heads up, LT. We just spotted a troop ship headed to your location.
It's already here. There's Geth pouring out all over the bomb site.
How bad is it?
Can you hold them off?
There's too many. I don't think we can survive until you get here. I'm activating the bomb.
What?
What the hell are you doing, Alenko?
I'm just making sure this bomb goes off, no matter what. It's done, Commander. Go get Williams and get the hell out of here.
Screw that. We can handle ourselves. Go back and get Alenko.
Yet rescue Kaidan!
Who?
Alenko. Radio Joker and tell him to meet us at the bomb site.
Yes, Commander.
You know it's the right choice, LT.
Just hold on.
Stay alive. I'll be coming to get you too, Ash.
I think we both know that's not gonna happen, Commander.
Oh no, Ashley's doomed. What a tragedy.
Well, that's an interesting graphic.
Just in case.
I actually do feel slightly bad for Ashley. I mean, going out in a blaze of glory is a pretty badass way to die.
It helps to make up for her family's history.
And the fact that, you know, she didn't...
Set that nuke and get out. We can't hold them. Damn it. Suppressing fire. Cover your flank. Cover your...
Oh, hey, Sarah.
I applaud you, Shepard. My Geth were utterly convinced the Solarians were the real threat. An impressive diversion. Of course, it was all for nothing. I can't let you disrupt what I've accomplished here. You can't possibly understand what's really at stake.
You work for a Reaper.
Sovereign and its kind destroyed the Protheans. What else is there to understand?
You've seen the vision from the beacons, Shepard. You of all people should understand what the Reapers are capable of. They cannot be stopped. Do not mire yourself in pointless revolt. Do not sacrifice everything for the sake of petty freedoms. The Protheans tried to fight, and they were utterly destroyed. Trillions dead. But what if they had bowed before the invaders? Would the Protheans still exist? Is submission not preferable to extinction?
You're fooling yourself.
Damn, is this what it feels like when people shoot at me just to have their bullets blink off of me? Huh. Pretty sure I hate this.
Do you really believe the Reapers will let us live?
Now you see why I never came forward with this to the Council. We organics are driven by emotion instead of logic. We will fight even when we know we cannot win. But if we work with the Reapers, if we make ourselves useful, think how many
The bottom
lives
of your
we
nose
spare.
looks like it should be your mouth.
Once I
Just
understood
saying.
this, I joined Sovereign, though I was aware of the dangers. I had hoped this facility could protect me.
But it isn't working, is it?
You're afraid Sovereign is influencing you. You're afraid he's controlling your thoughts.
I've studied the effects of indoctrination. The more control Sovereign exerts, the less capable the subject becomes. That is my saving grace. Sovereign needs me to find the conduit. My mind is still my own, for now. But the transformation from ally to servant can be subtle. I will not let it happen to me.
It's already happened.
Sovereign's manipulating you and you don't even know it. You're already under its power.
No, Sovereign needs me. If I find the conduit, I've been promised a reprieve from the inevitable. This is my only hope.
We organics. Dude, you're basically just a robot with a squishy face stretched over its skull at this point. You're like RoboCop if RoboCop was an asshole.
Sovereign will betray you.
Don't you see? You are just a tool. Sovereign is using you. In the end, you'll be tossed aside with all the rest.
Do you think you can sway me, Shepard? Do you think I haven't already thought of this? Sovereign is a machine. It thinks like a machine. If I can prove my value, I become a resource worth maintaining. There is no other logical conclusion.
I like this weird moral high ground of like, oh man, you betrayed the council, says the person who's never done shit because
Jack
the
shit
council
for the
told them
council,
to.
yeah. Honestly, I'm just gonna call him a coward. I don't care what he has to say. He's being
I'm not like
manipulated.
you. I'd rather die fighting than live as a slave.
I'm not doing this for myself. Don't you see? Sovereign will succeed. It is inevitable. My way is the only way any of us will survive. I'm forging an alliance between us and the Reapers, between organics and machines. And in doing so, I will save more lives than have ever existed.
Karth, how long did you set the fuse on this nuke for?
Doom our entire civilization to complete annihilation.
Save more lives than have ever existed.
Well, yeah, in the long term. Hold the phone, buddy. Clarity. Shitballs. Level up. For some reason. Wow, Liara just turbo died. That's fun. Hey, can I have my powers back? I would very much like to stasis. Oh shit.
You missed.
Hi, Saren. How you doing, buddy? Here, have a quick warp. That'll lift, maybe. No. Okay. What about reapply barrier? Thank you. Over this way. Not be standing right next to him. Hello, Geth Shock Trooper. How are you? Everybody group up. Okay. Stasis. Yeah, it sure does hold him in place. Got him.
And yet it's playing it up as us losing.
Yeah. Weirdly, if you just stasis him in place, you shoot him in the face like 1,000 times.
He somehow knocks you to the ground.
And then you punch him in the face, and that's more effective. Gun. Why did you not take the shot, Shepard?
Right?
Yes, remember that bit where I said super stasis is busted to all shit to an utterly absurd degree? Karth, how long did you set the fuse for? Well, I kind of figured someone would show up to make a grandiose speech like this, so I gave it a bit of leeway just in case, Commander.
Rip Ashley.
Bye, Ashley. You racist piece of shit.
We're gonna have to go around and talk to everyone on the ship about the death of Ashley,
I
aren't
can't
we?
believe that Ash didn't make it. How could we just leave her down there?
She was a good soldier.
Williams knew the risks going in.
I don't think saying it was her or you would be comforting.
Why not her?
Obviously, I'd never leave you behind.
And we don't even need to worry about getting Ashley's body back for her funeral. Good job, Karth. You're getting a raise.
I'm sorry, Caden. I'd never leave you behind. I couldn't. You know that.
I know. And I am grateful. But Ash died because of me. Because of us.
Will Avenger.
Get it together, soldier. Ash's blood is on Saren's hands. And when we find that son of a bitch, I'll make him pay.
Just like I didn't this last time.
We'll get it done.
Commander, excuse me for interrupting, but I have an idea. I think the beacon you found in Saren's base was similar to the one you found on Eden Prime. It may have filled in the missing pieces of your vision. I might be able to help you put all those
Liara over
pieces
here asking
together.
for more mind sex.
willing to try, but you're gonna make yourself violently
Join our
ill
lines
again.
don't you? Okay, go ahead.
Relax, Commander. Embrace eternity.
So I do at least feel it's worth mentioning. It actually does end up getting better after a while if you don't blow up Karth. If you don't blow up Karth instead, but like, I just don't see blowing Karth up as a worthwhile trade. Yeah, like, I guess by the time you get to Mass Effect 3 and she gets to be around again, she's kind of better-ish.
Incredible. I never thought the images would be so intense. I need a moment to collect myself.
What did you see?
Did the vision make any sense to you?
It's a distress call. A message sent out across the Prothean Empire. A warning against the Reapers, but the warning came too late.
Really?
Anything else?
What about the conduit?
There were other images, locations, places I recognized from my research.
Oh,
the conduit was on Ilos.
Sorry, my
That
elbow
is
hit
why
a
Sarah
thing.
needed to
We'll fix
find
it.
the new relay. It is the only way to get to Ilos.
Okay. You never mentioned this.
How come you never told us about Ilos before?
The Mu relay links to dozens of systems and hundreds of worlds. How was I to know Ilos was the one we wanted? Without the cipher, the images in your visions were never clear. Only now do I recognize them as landmarks from Ilos.
We're gonna have to hurry.
By which I mean we're gonna have to stop by the Citadel and
By
do
which
some
I mean
shopping.
we're going to have to avoid it for
We
as
need to
long
get
as
to Ilos.
possible.
Forget it. The Mu relay's inside the terminus systems. Alliance ships are not welcome there. Neither are Spectres.
In the context of Mass Effect 1, they just kind of don't give you a lot of reason to make the call in her favor outside of she's the only other romance option for male Shep aside from Liara in this game.
I suppose we'll be careful.
Will we?
No, but it's
Conduit's
probably
on
more
Ilos.
comforting for
That's
them
where
to hear.
Saren's heading. I'll be waiting for him when he gets there.
Saren will have his entire fleet orbiting Ilos. You will never make it down to the surface without reinforcements. You must alert the Council. We need a fleet to... I'm sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
Again. Are you okay?
Dr. Chakwas should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
Are you okay? That was our play last
Go
time.
ahead.
Was to just ask her repeatedly.
Dr. Chakwas should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary.
No, when I said go ahead, I meant press the button that says go ahead.
I didn't even see that was an option. It's like, okay, I mean, I'll do it, but...
We're done here. Dismissed.
Commander, there's a comm buoy nearby. I can link us in if you want to report back to the Citadel Council. You know, to warn them about Sovereign.
Why bother? They're not going to do anything.
I mean, we could always hang up on them immediately.
Right, but from a narrative standpoint, why would our shepherd bother? The Council's useless.
Fair enough.
They're not going to believe any of this, not without proof. We'd just be wasting our time.
Accurate.
Aye, aye, Commander. Sovereign will be sitting on Citadel's roof before those bastards will listen to us.
Which is why we're going to the Citadel.
Yep, time to immediately, like,
Well,
first of all, talk to literally everybody, and then go to the Citadel.
No, time to save.
Well, I mean, that too, but, like...
We're pretty much out of time.
Yeah, might as well stop in and see our friendly neighborhood war crime vendor.
That is fair.
See if he's got any new war crimes for us.
Because talking to the crew, given that we just nuked one of our crew, is probably going to be a time-consuming process.
Most likely. Especially Karth, who's probably got some survivor's guilt.
Yeah, I mean, on top of all his other survivor's guilt.
Yeah, but like more of it. Hugging out of 10, yada yada yada. Really? Usually you have like a lot more stuff than this, my dude. Where the hell is all of your supply?
See, clearly he was just having a relationship with Ashley, and he's refusing to
Kirahi!
And he's refusing to sell us anything out of pure spite.
Oh, wait, you're here too?
You have my gratitude, Commander. Most people would have left our team behind. The captain considers the mission a success. I defer to his judgment.
Let me see what you have.
You're still not selling anything worthwhile, but you're not dead, so congrats. Kirahi! You're not dead.
It was an honor working with you, Commander Shepard. Despite the losses, our mission was a success. My superiors will duly honor Chief Williams for her actions. Her sacrifice has earned humanity a great deal of respect from my people.
Better to seem humble. I'll miss her.
Oh, God.
Ash was a hell of a soldier. She knew what the risks were, but she did what she had to.
Of course. The grim reality that every soldier must accept. Rest assured, Commander, my men and I will not forget what you have accomplished here. We will leave your ship as soon as you reach your next destination. Perhaps we will have the opportunity to work together again someday.
So basically, we're going to drop them off at the Citadel.
Pretty much. Oh, look at that last unusable locker. Well, next time, I guess we kick off with Garrus. And then Rex. And not Ashley, because she's dead. Go upstairs, make sure we talk to Karth and Liara. And oh, don't forget Tali, she's down here too. And then we'll motor our way over to the Citadel and see what we can, you know, get involved with. Oh, right, we leveled up as well, didn't we? More singularity radius. Because what's funnier than just making more singularity? I mean, after singularity, I think lift is the next thing to...
You do rely pretty heavily on lift and warp.
I barely ever use warp. I forget about it a lot, actually. Lift and throw I both use quite a lot. Oh, so literally the only person from their group who died was Ashley. That's almost hilarious. Yeah, we saved everybody except Ashley.
Yep.
The only person from their group that died. Don't worry, we'll be careful. We all know that isn't true, Commander. Oh, come on, guys. What's the worst that could happen? It's not like someone will die. Alright, bad choice of words. For what it's worth, I'm pretty sure they do end up just going, Reapers. I thought we'd already dismissed those claims, or something similar to that effect. Yeah, call up the council like, hey, the Reapers aren't dead. Well, I'm pretty sure we told you they were, so, go off, Commander.
As helpful as ever, the council is.
Yep. Always. Alright, well, next time. Back to the Citadel to not talk to the council, but to do some shopping and be disappointed when nobody has anything to sell us.
And to drop off all those aliens we saved
that
were with Ashley, so how we were able to save them and not hers feels kind of deliberate.
I know, it's weird. Like, Ashley was clearly with those guys, and somehow we saved all of them, but she still turbo died.
Yep.
Like, I don't know. Whatever. But, So anyway, till next time.
We'll catch you later.